Alright, I was originally thinking that I would leave the town for last as far as the obelisks go, because that was the most complicated part of the main game, and I figured I might follow that way with the obelisks, which kind of seemed true because the obelisks look like a mess over there, but I'm realizing it systematically. It makes a lot of sense to do the town next, because we've already tried to cover a bit of this corner here, and if I can do the town, then I just have a clear line across the map where I can basically say there are no puzzles beyond this point. As far as the environmental puzzles go anyway, there's still a few audio logs to find here and there. If I could do the town, then we'd be good, right? Oh look, there's two audio logs there together. Okay. Just off, oh, go from the laser, go this way a little bit, there's two audio logs, that's probably easy to find. But yeah, I figure like, if we do the town, then I could probably basically say this part of the island, this half or so. I could even be something more like this whole chunk of island here. Everything left of that, no more environmental puzzles. Everything left is somewhere basically in the proximity of the island. It could reach anywhere from the swamp area to the mountain and behind the mountain to the forest, basically. And that'd be good. That'd be a good segregation of area where I can know where to search. And that'll help me narrow down my search and be more systematic about this. So I think I am going to do the town first, which could be a mess. Let's review what we have here. That looks like part of the jungle. So looking at the environmental stuff, we have 2 buds here, 1 bud here. And that's the one we found that was right next to the obelisk. That was a fun surprise because I did not know. I went by that several times without seeing it. Alright, and then there's one here near the entrance. That one, I tried to find that one earlier a few times, and I haven't had luck yet. But yeah, let's try to do environmental puzzles in the town, find out what's going on with these 2... There's 2 buds here, that's off past... That's the laser, so it's probably somewhere around here. This one's weird, it's almost at like a midpoint between the obelisk and the laser. And this one's tough for me, because I've tried explicitly to find this one, and I'm having some trouble. So, this right here is the Symmetry Peninsula, which makes this the factory. Which makes this something that's... not the factory, the glass blowing facility. Right outside the glass place, there's one right outside. I'm trying so hard to find it. Let's take a look around. Alright, let's do some counting here. We have 1 left here. And it's out towards that direction, which is concerning. Those are the 2 we did on the above and below water. So I wonder what the last one is. Huh. I wonder if it's the... Could it be the clouds? The cloud has always bothered me because of how much it looks like a puzzle. I wonder if there's a way to make it connect properly. Even this looks like it could... Everything looks like it could be a puzzle. Damn this game! Over here... We got 2 more that look like they're pointing back at the castle at the beginning, the origin point. We might have 2 more left in there. This one has a little divot to it. So a straight line that bucks down for a moment. And then this mess. Judging by the angle it goes by, it looks like this starts on a wall. This goes around on a floor, and then this goes back up on a wall. Just by the angles that we're going by. What's up with this angle in particular? Huh. This is nothing. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 in the town itself. Alright, we'll leave these ones for last, because this is the big complicated part. I'm going to want to follow up on these things first, but out of curiosity, let's see if I can get a hint of where the last audio log is. Based on its angle, that's the obelisk, that's the laser past there. So this building should be where one of the audio logs is, that I haven't found yet. So we'll just do a quick scrape around on the floor and so on. That's the inside of the... That's the inside of the theater. Not a lot of places to hide it around here, are there? That's one of the triangle puzzles. We'll see if it's upstairs. The audio logs are funny to hunt after because people watching the video that just happen to glance at a different part of the screen than I do are just like staring at the fact that like an audio log's right there and I'm not seeing it. Surprisingly easy predicament to have. Yeah, there's a lot of complicated geometry around here. It could be on all sorts of walls around here. Or it could be up in the tower. Maybe in the tree somewhere. I think it's going to be in this building specifically. I think this is probably too far. Yeah, this is past that tower. I think it was between them, so it's going to be in this building specifically. I hope. Not hanging out in the back. It really is amazing how many opportunities they have to hide these kinds of things. Just anywhere, really. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I've already walked past it, and they've already seen me walk past it. Could be up here. Is the mirror? Could be... I'd be really surprised to see it be right next to the mirror, because I've looked at this area relatively closely just by operating that. Is it like hanging off the ledge? No, I'm not seeing this thing. And this is where I'd expect to find it. Alright. This might take a while. Well, to follow up, there was also a cluster of 2. And they were out past the audio logs. They're probably going to be past in this direction. Not past the audio. They're about past the laser in this direction. 2 of them near each other feels like they would stand out a lot. Now, I've spent a fair amount of time looking around this chamber before. What's that? Nope, that's a rock. Up on the shelf? Nope. Plants. And I would have noticed it. I surely would have noticed it in here. I spent an agonizing amount of time trying to solve that puzzle. Alright. It's amazing how much game there is. Re-exploring it really drives home how much this place just keeps going. Alright, this room's also in the vague direction that the lake was indicating. So we'll check behind door frames. Check up at the window. Oh. Hello.
It is a great adventure to contemplate the universe beyond man. To contemplate what it would be like without man, as it was in a great part of its long history and as it is in a great majority of places. When this objective view is finally attained, and the mystery and majesty of matter are fully appreciated, to then turn the objective eye back on man, viewed as matter, to view life as part of this universal mystery of the greatest depth, is to sense an experience which is very rare and very exciting. It usually ends in laughter and a delight in the futility of trying to understand what this atom in the universe is, this thing atoms with curiosity that looks at itself and wonders why it wonders. Well, these scientific views end in awe and mystery, lost at the edge in uncertainty, but they appear to be so deep and so impressive that the theory that it is all arranged as a stage for God to watch man struggle for good and evil seems inadequate. Some will tell me that I have just described a religious experience. Very well, you may call it what you will. Then, in that language, I would say that the young man's religious experience is of such a kind that he finds the religion of his church inadequate to describe, to encompass that kind of experience. The God of the church isn't big enough. Richard Feynman, 1963.
That's always a fun topic to discuss, is the idea that once we figure out what builds us and what we kept going deeper and deeper into analyzing what makes up a human, what makes up matter, and what makes up all of existence, and we got down to the basic particles that put everything together. And then there's this sort of like a sense of, that's it? Like, that's all it is? Because you're looking for a part that explains how you are you. Like, we've explained the skin and the bones and the brain and all these things that build you, but none of them feel like they are the core of what is you, and you wonder how all of those things add up to be somehow more than the sum of their parts, and how that ends up becoming what you are.
Imagine if all the tumult of the body were to quiet down, along with all our busy thoughts about earth, sea, and air. If the very world should stop, and the mind cease thinking about itself, go beyond itself, and be quite still. If all the fantasies that appear in dreams and imagination should cease, and there be no speech, no sign. Imagine if all things that are perishable grew still. For if we listen, they are saying, "We did not make ourselves. He made us who abides forever." Imagine then that they should say this and fall silent, listening to the very voice of him who made them, and not to that of his creation, so that we should hear not his word through the tongues of men, nor the voice of angels, nor the clouds' thunder, nor any symbol, but his very self, which in these things we love, and go beyond ourselves to attain a flash of that eternal wisdom which abides above all things. And imagine if that moment were to go on and on, leaving behind all other sights and sounds but this one vision, which ravishes and absorbs and fixes the beholder in joy, so that the rest of eternal life were like that moment of illumination which leaves us breathless. Would this not be what is bidden in Scripture? Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Augustine of Hippo, circa 400.
Really is amazing how I can just pick up an audio log, look in some direction, and just immediately get like, that's the background for this audio log now. There we go, stop now. Here, look at this now. This is our new background. How about that? There. Nice and framed. Look at the windmill, get the lasers in frame. Boom. I can just stop in virtually any direction and just get the thing that, like, this will be a nice little, like, semi-moving background for this audio log. And did I get them? Yep, there they are. That's those two audio logs there. Never found this one. We'll work on that one and that one. They're giving me some guff. We found the two over there, which is the that's a lot of the ones we're here looking for. I think those two now are the only one. The two missing ones are the only ones that are left in this region. But we gotta deal with environmental puzzles now. So I want to take this place out first, because it only has 3 in this area. Don't know if they'll require the boat or not. One thing I'm expecting... Oh yeah, this is probably it right here, right? Maybe not from this angle, but I'm expecting some blob like that to be usable. Because these outlines are all over the entire castle. So if I can get a starting point, I can probably trace it along somewhere. One of the puzzle I'm going for specifically starts over here, goes over, down, then over again. Like there's a little cut, which seems like it could involve one of these crenulations or something. It's hard to say. Oh, over, down. That might be the shape. If I'm in a boat going from side to side, that might be how I draw that. Go all the way around that dock. Okay, maybe we'll disregard that one for just a moment and look for the other ones that are probably still in this castle area. You know what? This is a floor puzzle, right? This would fit the weird proportions of that room we were in. Oh, here we go. Yep. Because when we looked at the diagram, it started on a wall, went across a floor, then went on another wall. So that's the starting and end point. So that's why I want that solution then. Okay. So let's draw a new solution. We good? No. You're cut. Is there something I can put that's yellow behind you? Oh, that puzzle. You line up the puzzle shape behind it. There you go. Wait, what's going on there? This is the wrong color. You're white. Why are you white? Can I change your color? I solved it correctly, right? Is it a different color when I fail the puzzle? Can I fail the puzzle? Oh, that's what makes it orange. Weird. Okay, now it's orange. Am I good? I think that's the first time failing a puzzle. Yep, we got it. That's the first time failing a puzzle has been a solution. Alright, let's just resolve it for completionist sake. There we go. Alright, that's one down. And I think the one that goes over and then down and then over again is the dock. So there's one that just goes, it starts on the right, and then just kind of wobbles to the left for a little while. It almost looks like similar to like, it could almost be something like that, but from a different angle. I wonder if a different chunk of the roof over here also draws a shape with the clouds, or if it's something else entirely. It could almost be these plants, or... we have a lot of corners to check. Yep, there's the one we found right there. So I never found this one, and I'm pretty sure I know what this one is, so I'm just going to go ahead and test to see if that's the dock like I think it is. And then I'm going to go do another lap around the castle to see if the one I'm missing is on the outside, since I'm not finding it anywhere on the inside. Let's see. To do this we have to start on the right and go left. So... we're going to send you this way first, and then we're going to turn you around. Then as I'm riding it in the opposite direction, we'll be able to click on it. That should be good already. Don't see much reason to go slowly. We've already clicked on this part, but I don't think we've gone all the way around yet. So let's try to do... cause I'm pretty sure I've never used this on the boat, right? So I think I've only gone as far as doing the beginning part. Yeah. There we go. That's almost certainly exactly what I was looking for, so I believe we solved that. Now my job is going to be to go around this way, maximum speed, and I'm just going to stare in the direction of the castle. Or, I guess we can call that one a castle too. The keep from the beginning of the game. And I'm going to keep an eye out for something that looks a lot like a maze that I can draw. A line. I think that's the last one I needed there. Come on, buddy. A little faster. If only I could move the boat around at the same speed that I move the cursor around in a maze, exactly as fast and slow as I want in a given moment. Alright, let's keep an eye out. Let's do this Dora the Explorer style, everybody. Let's see if you can spot it before me. There's some green. That stands out. Oh, shit. That was it. That was it. Stop. Go back the way we came. I saw you. We're gonna want to take this one slowly, I think. Yep. I just had to be looking at the right part of the screen. I was looking at these before, but now I need to look at the middle of the screen. I just need to get it right at the right moment. This might be a little slow, but a little faster. I just don't want to miss it. There we go. Slower again. Just wanted to speed up a little bit because that part was going to take too long. Come on. Clicky, clicky. I think we need to do it when this rocket's over here. Yep. Got it. Alright. Oh, very close to the map this time. Alright, take us home. We got it. Alright. It's always happy when a theory pays off. Yeah, I was not seeing anything inside the keep, so I figured let's try doing a lap again, since I only really did this puzzle when I was doing that, and didn't really look for much else. We get him? There's the dock. There's the weird wobbly line. Alright, just like that, that whole objective's done. Now it's this whole mess. Alright. I feel like the direction of the obelisk doesn't... we can't see anything from in here, so maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it doesn't point quite the right way. Because any lines... We have at least one line puzzle left over inside inside the theater. There's the one where we go on the walkway. And this is the only obelisk in the area left, so it must be on here. So some of these are going to be in the theater. There's got to be at least 2 left, I think. I would expect 3. I would expect 3 to be in the theater right now. There's the flowers or leaves or whatever, the vine that's on the walkway that connects to something. And then there's the weird, the final one we got that's an hour long that has a slow-moving moon that goes across the screen. It would be weird if that thing is a tantalizing dot that doesn't in any way get used. And also, in the scene from the movie Nostalgia, there's the part where the top of the what is it? The window, the church or whatever in the background has a big glowing circle in the middle. So that probably lines up with something too. So I think I'm gonna do that first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll narrow things down a lot actually. If I'm able to find 3 like I think I will in the theater, maybe even more, then I will not have to worry about... I'll have to worry about 3 more somewhere in town, basically. Alright. Since I thought it was going to be a big intimidating thing, but it's really 3 over there, 3 in town, and 3 in the windmill as far as I can tell. And that's actually a much less intimidating challenge when it's broken down that way.